On the morning of June 1963, Mr. Lockhart got up from a night's sleep, waiting in anticipation of his new job. As Mr. Lockhart got dressed and made his way to the kitchen for his routine morning breakfast, he noticed in the sink a ball of white slimy worms, as to his surprise. He did not know where the worms had come from, so he turned on the water and flushed them down the drain. Mr. Lockhart reached into the refrigerator and pulled out 2 eggs. Standing in front of the stove with his frying pan, warm and ready, he cracked the 2 eggs into the frying pan. Mr. Lockhart placed the 2 eggs on a plate and headed over to the table, where he had 2 pieces of toast and a hot cup of coffee waiting for him. Mr. Lockhart reached for the ketchup to pour onto his eggs, but to his surprise, the same worms that he saw in the sink were in the ketchup bottle. But he noticed a problem the moment the worms hit on the plate. The worms suddenly began to grow in rare size than the ones in his sink. The worms had large teeth and the skin had large tentacles. Mr. Lockhart realized that these were no ordinary worms, they were, in fact, tapeworms. Suddenly, a worm touched his arm and his arm grew weak, beginning to reshape itself with pain through Lockhart's body. His arm turned to a white potato mush. Mr. Lockhart realized that the worms of an acid-like substance that, when touched by the human body, would break down the human skin, turning it into that white potato mush. Before Mr. Lockhart can get up from the table, he realized that he was surrounded by these worms. There was nowhere for him to go. He pleaded to them in agony, "Please don't harm me. You could have whatever you want. Please stay away from me." But it was too late. The worms had already surrounded him as the biggest worm touched his face. With its large tentacle, Mr. Lockhart began to break his body, being broken down little by little, turning into that white milky pussy potato sludge as Mr. Lockhart never showed up for work that morning. He was never seen again, and the worms vanished into thin air.